my name is Tara Towns, and you are watching Uccn TV.
Well, Hotel Peace and Blessings family. This is Brother Ed Omoja. I'm still here in Texas, Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth area. Been doing some wonderful work down here with the Black Cowboys. We did some work with Jay Steven Sadler with his restaurant, and we get ready to fly back to the New York, Pennsylvania area tomorrow. But before I leave, I met this young lady, sister. She was at the book signing the other day with Thursday night, and we started talking, and she had some awesome things to say. So I asked her if we could sit down and do an interview with her and get to know a little bit more things about her. So I'm going to introduce you to Sister Tara and welcome her to the PIFF Connection and Sisters in Harmony. Well, welcome, my sister. How you doing?
Thank you. I am fantabulous.
She's fantastic.
Yes,
like
fantabulous.
Why did you say you're fantastic?
Because I'm fantastic and I'm fabulous, all in one.
Your daughter's she from a crude version. The two daughters and a son over there like, oh Lord, Mom, don't embarrass
They know
us.
me. They know me. I'm a sad.
Yeah, okay, cool. So let's talk a little bit about, let's go in your backstory.
Okay.
Okay, and when I was talking to you, last night.
Yes,
right?
last night.
This was like a long time ago. you were talking about, you told me a little bit about your backstory and things that you've been through, your challenges. Now, this young lady, this sister, guess how old she is? And she has, how many?
Seven children.
She has 7 children.
One mama, one daddy.
One mama. She said that before. One mama, one daddy. Fantastic.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about you and where you came from, and then we'll pick up from there. And you tell me some interesting stuff about you.
Okay. My name is Tara Towns. I'm a native of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I live in between the DeSoto area, Arlington area.
Okay. I was told where that was. Liz told me where DeSoto actually.
Yeah, about 30 minutes away from where we are.
Okay.
Yeah. Mom of 7 wonderful children.
Now give us the age range.
My oldest is 32.
Okay.
My next one is 30.
Okay.
I have one who would have been 25 this year,
Okay.
but that's the one who passed away.
Okay.
And then I have a 22-year-old. I have a 18-year-old, 15-year-old, and a 12-year-old. Yes, and 4 grandbabies.
4 grandma. You
Yes.
just like all over.
All over the place.
You cover the whole
Fruitful
gamut of
and
women.
multiplied. That's what I
Amen.
did.
Amen to that. So let's talk about you and like some of your journeys that you've been through. Because
Okay.
last night when we were talking, you gave me some very interesting that caught my ear. And then
Absolutely.
you have an organization that you
Absolutely.
started and stuff
Ladies
like
of Iron.
Ladies of Iron.
Absolutely.
I like it. I like
Absolutely.
it. So, what happened that made you start Ladies of Iron?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Well, in 2012, I was in the fitness realm, and I used to do Zumba. So in doing Zumba, I wasn't the instructor, but I was one of the students. And a lot of women would always come to me after class because they thought I was an instructor and share their stories.
You're that good, huh?
Well, I guess so. I guess so. That's what they
Claim it,
say,
claim it,
you know.
claim
That's
it,
what they say.
claim it,
Yeah, I'm
claim it.
fearfully and wonderfully made, all
Okay.
things. Yes. So, but yeah, it's just that in itself. A lot of women would share their stories with me, and it would always be something that I had been through, or something that I was going through, or something that I just came out of.
Wow.
So, and I went home and I said, Lord, I need a ministry surrounding Zumba, and I asked Him to give me ministry surrounding Zumba.
Okay.
And that was like February, March, April of 2012.
Okay.
And needless to say, the month of May, I got the name. He gave me Ladies of Iron just out of the blue. And I remember being so excited and telling my son. And that date was May the 18th of 2012.
Okay.
And
so, was that before or after Mother's Day?
that's after, the Sunday after.
Okay.
Yeah, Mother's Day. It was the week after. The week following into Mother's Day was previous that
Okay.
Sunday. I think the 12th or something. But I told
You see
him,
how she took my mic, right?
you gave it to me.
I know I did.
I just received it.
That's all I said. Go ahead,
I'm just
you
kidding.
go
I'm
on,
just
go
kidding.
ahead.
But yeah, so with that name, I told my son I was getting ready for another Zumbathon. So he was in the mirror brushing his hair, and that was on a Thursday. That was Friday, and he was brushing his hair, and I said, Silk, God gave me a name for the ministry. My son's name is Cornelius Towns the fourth, but we called him Silk as his nickname. So
Silk.
I said, Silk, God gave me a name for the ministry. And he was brushing his hair, and he said, what is it, Mama? And I said, Ladies of Iron. And he stopped brushing his hair. He turned around and looked at me and said, you need to do it. And I also gave him name for the T-shirt line that God gave me, which was Turn It Up. So he was all
Turn It
excited
Up.
about, because I used to take Zumba shirts for the ladies, just
Okay.
plain T-shirts, cut them up, and I call them Zumbafy them. I used to Zumbafy them. So I would turn the T-shirts
You're
up.
just using your Kuumba creativity.
I have to. Everything. She she make it with her hands, and she do what? She sell it. That's what she does. So
Hey, amen, go right there.
I love it. But that was that Friday, May the 18th, and then May the 19th, which was his prom. I was laying in bed thinking I got to pick up his corsage.
Okay.
I need to pick up his rental car, and I'm thinking, okay, just dressing him. I'm in the bed just dressing him in that, the period
What
where you
mamas
sleep.
do.
That's what we do, although he was 18, But I'm laying there, how he's gonna look in his suit, and a doorbell ring. So the doorbell rang, and I jumped up, and I could see through the doors, we had the big glass doors, that police cars was outside. So I went to the door, and the police officer said to me, is there a Crystal Waters live here? I was like, who's Crystal Waters? Didn't know Crystal Waters, but he said, is there a Cornelius Towns that lives here? So I knew my son had left the night before, and really didn't know if he was back home. I didn't, because I went to bed,
Okay, gotcha.
going through stuff. So, make a long story short, the officer said, well, is there a Cornelius Towns here? And I said, yeah. He said, well, I need to step in. And I was like, oh, Lord, because I said, my husband is Cornelius Towns too. So then he just looked at me. He said, well, ma'am, there's been an accident and there's been a fatality. There was involving 3 teenagers who are believed to be deceased. So, let's just say my son told me to do Ladies of Iron that Friday, and then that Saturday he was out of here.
Wow.
So that name stuck, and I never knew. And the details are going to be in the book that I'm writing, as far as what happened and all the things that led up to me writing the book and everything. But the ministry, I didn't know what iron was, but my journey caused me to research iron, and never knew that iron was the strongest metal in the world, and that all other metals need iron to exist.
To all combine it.
Absolutely. So never knew that. But God deals with me in acronyms sometimes.
Okay.
He knows that I'm not dumb, but I think he just wants me to get it,
What you do.
So
Like a lot of us,
he wants us to get it. But iron was, it's ladies of inspiration, ladies of resilience, ladies of omni. And he says omni because I'm a God of all. And then he said, when do I need you? Now. So IRON, who can better, who can better inspire another lady than another one? I can show another lady just through my testimony that I'm resilient, and I can show another lady just by the things that God has allowed me to do that she's a woman of omni. You're not stuck in one category. Don't let anybody ever put you in one space, because God created us. He created us in His likeness and in His image. So He's an omni God. So there we are. And He needs us now. He needs us now. And when is now? Like now. Whatever space you're in, that's your now.
Well, you can see where we're going with this interview, right? This conversation. So we're going to take a little break, and we're going to be back. This is Brother Ed Omoja. This is the PIFF Connection, Sisters in Harmony. And we are still here in Texas. I leave tomorrow to go back to Philadelphia. So we'll be right back.
Okay.